show pep, no solid plan. Spins a yarn, recants a tale. The esoteric approach won't fail. Tune in, it's time for Common Man. Common Man, Common Man, charms the housewives like no one can. What'd you shoot? Where'd we play? Non-stop nonsense on deck today. Tune in, it's time for Common Man.
Why should anybody aspire to be a common man, an average man? Do you realize what it means to be average? That means you're the best of the lousiest, and the lousiest of the best. Now, if we demand more and more for producing less and less, while the have-not nations encourage and inspire and indeed require hard work and maximum effort, if we deify the common men while they encourage and reward the uncommon ones, well, the end result of such a lopsided race as that is too obvious to require elaboration.
I mean, it's like, hello.
Mark, they can't pitch. They can't hit. What is Whiff? I mean, come on.
Rosa, you don't know nothing.
I'm a fraud.
Yes.
You had me at go back to the drugstore.
The Lions are a terrible team and a terrible city. Well, terrible fans, and a terrible stadium, and terrible uniforms, and terrible cheerleaders.
Yeah, I always love that one.
You're breaking up, Bob.
You're breaking up.
What are you doing?
Boy, how disappointing is that?
Stop!
Green Giant.
I've seen enough out of Cousins, Paul. Put him on ice. Victory formation.
The victory formation.
I'm going to say something controversial.
That's interesting.
Nuts and bolts, we got screwed.
Megatron, you are solid, man.
Yeah, but
Now, all the Viking listeners, write it down and quit the damn worrying and let me go about coaching football.
He has no chance.
You like that? Think I don't? Think I shouldn't? Think I couldn't? Think I can't?
He's the clown from Brown. He's the fourth in the North. This is the common man, Dan Cole.
You know, I know I'm into the self-deprecating humor kind of a thing. It's the key to comedy. Self-deprecating humor. If you can laugh at yourself, can you make them laugh? And I think that's how it works. And so there's a lot of thin-skinned people in the world, especially in this industry. But we... My skin is so thick you need to cut it with a chainsaw. Really, truly. Greetings, good afternoon, Annette. There's that echo again. Can you hear it?
It's not the mic.
It's not the mic. Maybe it's because there's so much empty space in my head. Well, who do I think I am? Meat sauce?
My latest philosophy is it's the screen.
Oh.
Because none of the other microphones have the screen. And they all sound great.
The screen is pretty yucky, too. Have you ever looked at it close? I mean, that's like wars, disease, and mortality. That thing. This is a Oh, you know what I saw the other day? I sent it to Abbott. I should have sent it to you, though you wouldn't have cared, but I just like to, because you're in on the bit. I was reading a story about a music story, right? That's all I read is old rockers and where they've been, where they're going, where they're at. And they said when they were recording a song, they used a Neumann BK146 microphone or something. It was a Neumann. Everybody used it. Neumann is what's the word I'm looking for? Not the standard bearer. but
the gold standard.
That's what I'm looking for. Neumann apparently is the gold standard in broadcasting for microphones, and we had one for the longest time, and then we destroyed it. 3 of them, as a matter of fact. I still have engineering guy Jess let me have I think the innards of it, the thing that burned out, and I have it somewhere at home. I don't know why I have it. I should make it into a keychain is what I should do. So Deuce you heard from Deuce during the open of the program. Terrible team, terrible city, terrible fans. He's moving out of the house.
Now what do you think? What do you think of that?
I think I like it. As much as I love my boy and he can stay, I don't know. I think there are people that can't wait for their kids to turn 18 and they just push them out of the house. At least back in the olden days, they did that. Back in my day and before that, you didn't stay in the house when you turned 18, you were gone. That was it. Yeah. You were out of the nest. You went and got a place of your own. Maybe find a girl, settle down. If you want, you can marry. Look at me. I am old. I am happy. And
now we can't afford to find a place on our own. So.
Well, that's it. His apartment with 2 other guys going to be, I think it was $3,900.
What?
3-bedroom.
You've got to be kidding me.
Must be nice.
Up by Rosen's place up there,
no,
or what?
It's not. It's
$3,900.
It's over like in the Northeast area.
Holy cow!
Must be nice.
I got to get into the renting business.
Yeah. Oh, I'm telling you. One of my neighbors was in that for a while. Had rental properties. Has now, I believe, divested himself of all those. But there's problems. There's issues with rental companies. People destroy the places. There was a time when I was so annoyed. I rented a house in Kemmer, Wyoming, back when I was working radio there. And it was a 3-bedroom place. And then anytime I would hire a disc jockey, he would live there. And when I fired him, he would leave and I would bring in another one, right? The worst thing is the first time I've told this story before, when I had to fire John, we hired him and he just wasn't my idea to let him go. I have very low standards. I mean, look, I'd let you stay here for 25 years. And look, I'm still here, so the standards must be really low, right?
Company has low standards.
Right, well, the company has very low standards. So it's like, but, Jimmy Ray said he's got to go. And I said, well, when are you going to tell him? He goes, no, it's your job to tell him. You're the program director. I fired the last 2 guys. You have to tell him. Well, I live with the guy. We're sitting there on a Monday night watching TV, drinking beer, and I know I have to fire him on Tuesday. How uncomfortable was that? I should have just let him go. But then if you let him go when you're drinking, he might get,
violent.
Yeah, hacked off and, and smash a beer bottle and cut my throat with it and, sever my jugular vein and just leave me. Why do they call it a jugular vein?
Was he still living with you after you fired him?
For a while. Yeah.
How'd that go?
He was actually okay with it. He used to reach out to me all the time, even when I first started working at the Fan. His name was John Greenleaf, and he. And
you were just the messenger.
I was just the messenger,
yeah.
and John. I think he went into the truck driving business, and he. So he was still doing he's still on the microphone. 10-4, good buddy. We got ourselves a condo. And he called me and asked me how it's going. So there were no hard feelings whatsoever. Oh. He knew that it wasn't me. I didn't want to fire any of the people that worked for me. There was a guy, though. He had the job because he was our... we had a chief engineer, Bob and Mari. Her name was Mari. Bob and Mari Campbell owned the radio station in Kemmer. They also owned one in Lander and one in Cody. And then they also owned one in Jackson Hole. Of course, they lived in Jackson. They were well-to-do, right? The beautiful people there. And Bob McManus, Bill McManus. Bill McManus was the engineer. And he dry sense of humor, loved him. He was stationed in Jackson. Well, if something went wrong down in Kemmer, it's a 3-hour drive. So it's not good if all of a sudden the gonculator goes out, needs to be replaced. We're off the air for 3 or 4 hours so he can get down there, diagnose the problem, and fix it. So we hired a disc jockey his name was Brian. And he also had some engineering experience. I didn't fire him for this, but We had a new studio built upstairs, state of the art. Man, a small town like this, as nice as the one you're sitting in right there. The old studio was in the basement, and that had turned into our production studio right next to the engineering room where they had, a vise and, saws and hammers and all the stuff you had to do to fix. Because that's how you fix broadcast equipment. You just take a hammer to it, and if you hit it hard enough, it'll start working again, right? And so all of a sudden, I'm in the production when I hear a big cough, and he goes, "Damn cigarettes." And then he goes upstairs. Well, the reason he said "damn cigarettes" is I walk out, I can smell dope. It's either Acapulco Gold or Colombian Red. He's smoking dope while he's on the air. So he came down from the studio, lit up a big bong, took a big long draw, and then damn cigarettes, goes upstairs.
I
smoke dope with him after hours. And I go up there in the studio and go, "Dude, bro." Well, I didn't say dude, bro, because dude, bro weren't really words.
Yeah.
But I go, "Dude, bro, I like smoking dope as much as this, but you can't be smoking dope downstairs in the radio station while you're on the air. What are you thinking?" And then he finally, I don't know where he went. He was from Minneapolis, I think, originally. So then he went by the wayside too. I didn't let him go. I don't know who did. I don't know if he quit or somebody else let him go. So Deuce is moving. Oh, I'll finish the story later. This is a good story. It's a time killing story. This is what we need to do, though. There is plenty to get to. I didn't golf. Even I decided. Lightning in the air, raining like in Woodbury for about an hour. It rained how I imagine it did when Noah built his ark. Vupa, vupa, vupa. Noah, I want you to build an ark. Say what? Bro, dude. We'll pause, we'll come back. And then we'll do Peek at the Purple. And a number of other topics, including World Cup tonight, tend to be USA, USA, USA. And I think there's an upset happening right now, right? The
Congo's up 1-0 right now. They're in the 49th minute.
The Democratic Republic of Congo is beating the English. Maybe the English think it's tea time, and they just haven't been focused.
They have struggled on this soil before.
Yeah, they have.
They just can't win on U.S. soil.
The settlers get to wear any colored clothing they want, shoot from behind rocks and trees and everywhere, and the British must wear red and walk in a straight line. We'll break and come back with a little Distat-Lat. This is the Common Man program right here on the Fan.
The Common Man.
Oh, this is a great day in the history of American broadcasting.
Weekdays at noon on the Fan.
It's 250 years of America and $250,000 from KFAN. Each weekday through July 3rd. Listen for your shot at your share with $2,500. Enter the keyword at KFAN.com beginning at 8 a.m. and make your dream American trip a reality.
Turn on my mic. It's not a Neumann, but it's a good microphone. Dub chocolate. Lil B's upped her game. Emily's upped her game a little bit with the Dub chocolate. I think it's because...
Is it a competition, Emily versus Lil B?
Well, because I'm a two-timer. It's like if you've got the better treats, I hang out at your office more often. And I bestow free show upon you.
Oh, boy.
That's what I was waiting for. I knew that's where you were headed. Oh, boy. That's why I like you so much. It's going to be I knew exactly where, and that's exactly the response that was needed. Before we get into
After hearing that, Lil B's not going to put any candy in her bowl anymore.
Yeah. Well, she's really been on a Starburst kick, which is okay, but it ain't chocolate. You like Starburst?
Sure.
Do you like chocolate?
Yeah.
Which do you like better? If you have a choice. If there's
Depends on the day, but I'd probably go chocolate.
Yeah, me too. Chocolat. Nicolet, chocolat. So, before we get into the long-winded wind-up to the open for the next segment, do we have any purple news? I saw nothing. Because then I can just turn it to Whiff at the Wild or Whiff of the Wolves. There must be another Whiff. If it's Whiff at the Wild, then it must be there must be another word for the Wild.
When you Google, it just talks about the Diana Rossini drama and that the Vikings and J.J. McCarthy were unexpectedly dragged into that drama.
Well, somebody said there was a video of Rossini being pulled over by the police. Is that true?
Yes.
And then she said, the guy said, well, I'm
the officer.
Yeah, the officer. What did he say? He was
he's a Vikings fan.
He's a Vikings fan. And then so she showed him a text of a conversation she had with KOC, Kevin O'Connell. And basically, was she saying, or was something about a terrible team in a terrible city with terrible fans in a terrible stadium, or the quarterback?
She was saying the quarterback's bad there, yeah.
Yeah. Intrepid reporter she is. I mean, how did she figure that out? That's good reporting. Even I could have figured that out, Timothy. I could have reported that. You just watch him play a series or two, and you go, they're having trouble in the quarterback situation. Where does that stand with her? Does she have a job now?
No. I don't think she's getting a journalism job. Now, these days in America, you can start your own podcast. I'm sure people will listen.
And then Vrabes, I just call him Vrabes. He's still coaching.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no fallout for Vrabes. You get your team to the big game, no fallout. Had New England been a 3-14 team, he probably wouldn't have a job, even though I don't know if he really did.
I don't know if he, yeah. I'm not a big, morally it's not a decision I like, but I don't think it's worth being fired for.
Yeah, but some teams can say that's not the way, we don't like how you represent, and they would have, I don't know if that would be a lawsuit, but can a company say, that's not the virtues we extol here, and so
then 50% of their players would be off the team too.
Well, there's that, and maybe the owner too, right?
Yeah.
Whiff of the Wild, it really isn't Wild related anymore. Did I see Zooks signed a deal?
Not with us.
That's what I mean, but he signed a deal. LA Kings, $1 million, 1 year.
1 year, $1 million, but it's got bonuses and incentives, that's what they can do now with these players that are over 35 years old. They can basically sign 1 year minimum deals, but they come with incentives based off of, goals and assists and all that jazz.
Didn't this guy used to play for us, Eric Holla?
He did.
He got a Holla, $3.6 million.
Holla.
He got a Holla. 2 years, 3.6. Also, he's also with the LA Kings, right?
Yes, he's with LA. LA's been very active today.
Yeah, they got Corey Perry too.
Yes. Look at you.
Well, you didn't think I followed the NHL. Didn't some other guy sign a big deal with the Blackhawks for $12 million a year?
Who's that?
I don't know. I heard a name. That was one of my sources. Not my source is probably wrong. You need to go with this if hockey comes up, and it will. He gave me a source. He gave me. He said somebody signed for really big money. Said it was a contract that was making more than Connor McDavid.
Oh, yeah, Bowen Byram. That wasn't really necessarily new today. I guess the money was new today, but
how much money did Bowen?
Because he was acquired by a trade.
How much money is Bowen making?
6 years, $75 million. He's a defenseman.
That's how many a year? How much a year? About 12 or so?
A little shy of 15, yeah.
That's more than Connor McDavid's making. Is he better than Connor McDavid?
No.
Let me ask you a question.
But, the salary cap went up this year and it's going up next year.
Is he better than Dylan Hughes?
I don't know who Dylan Hughes is, but Quinn Hughes,
Hughes.
No, he's not close.
Then, do you think Quinn's price just went up? What was Quinn going to get anyway?
Depends on what Quinn wants. I mean, even, Connor McDavid could have got more than he did. He was playing ball with the team to try to give them a chance to build around him. It's not like, Connor McDavid could basically just name his own price. Quinn Hughes, to me, he's more valuable than Kirill Kaprizov, so if he wanted more than $17 million a year, he could get that.
Yeah.
But sometimes these stars go, well, I'll be fine with $14 million a year, and let's,
look what Brunson did.
That $3 million can help sign somebody else.
Look what Brunson did. Brunson Burner took below market value, and that allowed the New York Knickerbockers to fill out the roster with pieces that aren't just, NPCs. You know what an NPC is?
What's that?
Non-playing character. That's what you have in video games. Deuce told me that they're called NPCs, non-playable character. They're the people in the shoot-'em-up games that just get shot. They're the non-playable characters, right? And that's what. If one guy gets the boatload of money, then you have a bunch of non-playable. I mean, you have to play.
Yeah,
but they're not. They're generally just. They're just.
Well, that's why last year Kaprizov signs the $17 million a year, and then you had others that were better than him that took less, and so Kaprizov squeezed every single drop of orange juice out of the Minnesota Wild. And got the $17 million. Then it doesn't look so good when Connor McDavid, goes for $12-13 a year, and Jack Eichel gave a team-friendly deal. And now Kaprizov's best buddy is gone because we need to save every cent we can, apparently. Even though he got a very friendly deal.
Did you take a team-friendly deal here at the Fan?
I've been taking that for about 20 years.
But you didn't do it because you wanted to spread the wealth. It was just, this is what it's worth, right? This is what you're getting.
When you're a bottom six forward, there's only so much money going your way.
Give yourself a rim shot. I don't have rim shot pulled up yet. That's a very good line, tend to be. See, you have self-deprecating.
We also have some Kaprizovs in this company that take all the money away from everyone else.
Oh, and we know who they are. Yeah, obscene money. Okay, that's fine. But as I've said once, I've said it I've said it to 2 or 3 people already today. I got a daytime job. I'm doing all right, so I'm not going to complain about it.
I feel like Zuccarello, where the line I'm on is like first line type of production, yet I'm not getting paid first line production.
I'm taking all the money.
Well, even you are probably worth more than what you're getting.
Well, trust me. Have you looked at the numbers the last couple of years? If I'm not mistaken, we have the highest ranking report card at the Fan, right?
Bigger than the Power Trip?
Yes.
Wow.
But you know what that is? It's called having another word I can't figure out what it is. It's the discerning taste. We have discerning listeners that understand. So, hold on. This one says, I wonder if the re-signing of Hughes will be connected to the Larkin trade. I don't know. I mean...
Meaning they think we need to get someone like Larkin here for him to go, I'll stay. Is that what he's trying to insinuate?
Maybe that's it. Maybe that is what he's doing. I think they need him no matter what, whether they want him to stay or not, right? But that is the most important thing, is to get him to stay.
I think if that was the case, we would have given Detroit the ranch already for Dylan Larkin. The fact that we are not in possession of Dylan Larkin at this moment, though, is a little concerning for that trade.
It sounds like Bob Seger. This is Bob Seger's song, something about Strutter Stuff, or...
The name of this one is Shaggin' Wagon.
Shaggin' Wagon. Well, same thing that I think Bob was singing about. He's also from Detroit, tough guy town. We'll take a break. A peek at the purple, or Whiff at the Wild, as we call it today. Brought to you by our pals at Affordable Electric. If you are planning a remodel of your home, it doesn't matter whether it's a kitchen, bathroom renovation, basement finish, garage build, or a full home addition. Affordable Electric handles the wiring, the lighting, the panel upgrades, and inspections to keep your project safe and, what's really important, up to code. You don't want to get in trouble with the authorities. Before the drywall goes up, make sure the electrical is done right. 612-331-VOLT, 612-331-VOLT, or affordable-electric.com. And remember, Affordable Electric is, oh, baby, shockingly affordable. We'll be back with a little This That Loud coming up next on the Common Man, by the Fan.
The Common Man.
He has an innovative...
Bonamassa.
Follow me, sunshine, walk with me, world, it's a zippity-doo-dah day. I'm the happiest girl in the whole USA.
On August 15th, Snoop Dogg.
Grandpa, tell me about the good old days.
On September 5th, and Ron White.
Take your time, think a lot, Think of everything you got. Look at me. I am old, but I'm happy.
October 17th. Get the complete details on all of our upcoming shows on the concert page at KFAN.com, keyword calendar.
Wink at the Wild. That might work until they come up with something else. Don't blink. Somebody from the Wild will sign elsewhere. You know, I'm going to start calling the Kings the Wild West. Well, because it's... how many former Wild players have signed with them now?
You got Zuccarello, Hala. They had... Kevin Fiala, if you recall, that's who we traded Fiala to.
Hala, Fiala, let's play.
And Zuccarella.
The Wild Wild West. Wasn't there a song, The Wild Wild West?
There was, and then Will Smith did a rap song.
Oh, did he really?
The Wild Wild West from his movie, yeah.
Okay.
Wild Wild West.
Who did it? Was that Pet Shop Boys that did a song called Wild Wild? You know, I know I'm showing my age. I don't know why I thought it was the Pet Shop Boys did a song called Wild Wild West. You know, a pop rock song, not country or anything like that.
Is it the Escape Club?
That was who it
1988?
is. The Escape Club.
Reached number 1.
Oh, you've never heard it?
Oh, I think I've heard it, yeah.
Can you play a little bit of it, and then we just cut it out of the podcast, or would you rather not do that?
I'd rather not do it.
And you wonder why you're... it's your top 6 forward. No, defenseman. Which one is it? Sorry. It's only kidding. It's just a joke. All right, I'll bite. You know what I'm like? I think I brought this comparison up before. I'm like an organ grinder monkey. You know what an organ grinder monkey is, right? I've explained it to you. On street corners in New York City, there will be, and the guy usually has a big bushy mustache, and he's wearing one of those derby hats, and he's got an organ grinder, which is, it's like a little box on a stick, and he cranks it. It's sort of almost like a Jack in the Box. And he spins it, and he has a monkey on a leash, a live monkey. And then when you give organ grinder guy a quarter, he starts to turn on the mute, and then the monkey starts to jump up and down and entertain. He might even have cymbals on his hands. And that's what I am. I'm an organ grinder monkey. You send a text, and I bite. This text message just came in that says, Rossini was making $800,000 a year. I think she'll be okay for a while. But this is what I tell people all the time. $800,000 is really like $600,000 after taxes. Then you got to buy a car, buy your mama a house. You're going to save, spend, invest, use, flaunt. That's really like $200,000 a year. See how I bid on that? I don't know if that's what the text messenger wanted, but that's what he's going to get. So Deuce is moving out with his buddies, right? There's 3 of them. And they bought a couch from one of his buddies' uncles, I think. Okay. And I think they got a good price. Deuce doesn't know what it is, pay me now or pay me later. He'll have to pay later. But they needed to drop it off somewhere, so they brought it to my house last night and put it out in the garage. And Deuce goes, you ready? Because I don't want to store it in the garage. I don't want to keep a couch stored in a garage, right? Because you don't know what will happen in the garage. You have, it's 1-1 now, huh?
Yeah, England just tied it.
Yeah. Do they have nicknames? Like the Englishmen, like the England and the Mad Dog and the Englishman.
Do we have one for USA?
Well, I don't know. That's what I'm wondering. Why don't they have nicknames?
With the Eagles?
Every other sport has one. If you're a team, you got to have a nickname. I guess my country, 'tis of thee is enough. So, I don't want to store. Would you store a couch? Like, remember that couch you had that your wife finally made you part with?
Yes.
You would store that in the garage, would you? It's you have you have gasoline odors and lawnmower odors, and and then
there's mice.
If critters come in and decide to make a nest in the couch, I said, well, we'll store it in the house. Okay. So, and it's one of those. It's a 2-piece couch, and it's one that attaches at the bottom. So it's almost like what do they call those couches that are like an L shape?
An L shape?
You know what I'm talking
Chase
about?
lounge?
Yeah, one of those kind of things. It's something like that. So, of course, in all my brilliance, I go, I think it'll be easier to fit into the sliding patio door through the backyard into the lower level, and we can store it down there until you're ready to move. It'd be easier to do that than to try to squeeze it into the door and then bring it down 2 flights of stairs. Well, of course, getting to the back, I got limestone steps you got to get down after you go through a gate. It's fairly heavy. Deuce and I struggle. And, of course, neither one of us is really good at angular banjos. But we bring it downstairs. We get it in. Perfect. Now, that's the one piece that's just kind of square, right? The other one's the one that's a little, it's got like, it's almost like it's like a triangle shape almost, right? So with all my business, I go, let's try to do it. So we bring it all the way that we can't get it into the sliding door. There's no way. So now we got to bring it back up the stairs. It's heavy, too. And this is the last thing. Oh, by the way, when we took the angular one out, we picked it up and started moving it out of the garage. The edge of it hit this shelving thing I have between the 2 garage doors, some cheap metal shelving with the gas can on the top. And we bump it, and I look, and the shelving slowly goes to the ground. The gas can comes up and gasoline pours all over the floor, which I'm really thrilled about because I got to clean that up. That was a 10-minute effort after we got done. We bring it downstairs. We can't get it in there. There's no way. So now we have to bring it back up. We're going through the front door. You know how when you open your storm door with the one with the screen on it, then you can take that little, that little thing.
Yeah.
What is that thing called? It's like
a little square thing with a hole in it, and it'll stop the door. You keep the door open, prop it open.
A door propper.
Yeah.
I think that's right. A door propper operator, whatever it is. So as we're putting it in, all of a sudden I hear this ripping sound, and I think, oh no, we're ripping. The bottom of the couch, the cloth that is. And I go, is the couch ripping? Deuce goes, no, it's your storm door screen. No! And now I'm just like, dude. What is it going to cost to? I don't even know. I haven't checked yet. For someone, because I'm not going to take the storm door off and bring it to Fratelloni's Ace Hardware and then have them put a new screen and then bring it back and try. I don't even know how to take a screen door off. I'm not good at those things. And your dad's retired from handyman stuff, so I don't know what to do. So will somebody come to my house and replace it? What's that going to cost? No! Because it's my favorite. When you enter the front door of my home, it's got one of those like an alcove, so that in the summer, if it's raining and I want to listen to and I can't have the windows open, I can open my door and rain won't get in. I can't do that now because flies and mosquitoes and moths can get through the hole in the screen. So now I feel like I'm trapped.
You've got to be kidding me.
Inside of a airproof booth of some sort. I don't like it at all. And it was all because why was it my house we had to store the couch at? Why was I the one selected? Why wasn't one of the other people?
Is it even a couch worth storing?
Well, it wasn't as bad as I thought it might be. Yeah, it wasn't. It was in pretty good shape. Now, it was a darker brown, so it kind of hides the stains, I would suppose. So I don't know, but I saw dog hair on it. I'm out right there. Me and dogs, we don't get along very well. I mean, I don't mind dogs. They're just a lot of work. I think they're more work than a kid. You got to take them for a walk, got to potty train them. Is it easier to potty train a kid or a dog? I've never potty trained a dog. Is it harder? Dogs seem to be more difficult. And the kid, you can't rub their nose in it. I mean, the dog, you don't do that with dogs either, right? That's what they used to do. You'd grab the dog by the scruff of his. Oh, back in the olden days, you'd grab the dog by the scruff of the neck and you'd rub his nose in it and say, "Don't do that ever again," which I don't think really worked, but that's what you were supposed. It was called tough love. But I don't know. So yeah. So now I got and then this great big huge section of the couch. I'm not taking it down the stairs. There's 2 flights of stairs to store in the basement for a month and a half, right? But I already had an issue. I had somebody deliver a ping pong table. I hired out for it, and they were taking while I wasn't there, they were taking the ping pong table down the stairs, and it slipped. It was still in the box, and it smashed into the wall. No! And one of the guys got a concussion, and then when I opened it up and put it together, well, your dad put it together, part of there's these plastic frames that are on the edge of they're on the edges of the ping pong table so you don't tear flesh, right? That one is busted to nothing. So now I have a damaged ping pong table and it's still damaged.
Sounds like you have Woodbury problems.
Yeah. So now I've got this big section of a house jammed into my office, and you can't even move in the office now. How long is that going to be there for? I don't know when Deuce, I think we're moving in August. What do you mean you think? You either are or you aren't. Which one is it going to be? So I had moving issues. And then you know what I saw today driving down the road? I saw a truck that said extraordinary piano movers. How many? Is that a business that's busy? I mean, how many people are moving a piano? In the Twin Cities of Minneapolis and St. Paul, 5 million people, right? Or is it 5 million in the state? And then like 3 million in the Twin Cities, proper, 7-county metro. How many people today are moving a piano? I got to think that don't weeks go by without people moving a piano?
We have 3.76 million here in the Twin Cities.
How many of those people need a piano mover today? It doesn't even seem like a business that would exist. Have you ever moved a piano? I don't own a piano. I suppose if I did, I'd have to move it. It seems weird to me.
Oh, we just got one.
Oh, you did?
But it's not like a huge, grand piano. It's more like a keyboard type piano.
Okay. Did you have to have a truck to move it?
I mean, it came in a box.
Oh.
We had to put it together.
Oh, well, you got it from IKEA.
Sure.
I didn't know they did musical instruments, too. I understand. Remember we did that spec spot for the moving company with the piano crashing? Do you remember that spot we did, you and me?
It was a great bit.
It was matter of fact, if you are a moving company and you want to advertise on the fan, go to marketing at
KFAN.com.
KFAN.com. Tenneby and I put together a brilliant spot.
It was genius. It would have been the best moving ad you'd ever heard.
Yeah, it was like, I wonder if we have it somewhere in the system. It was beautiful. It was, you and I were moving, and I can't remember if it was you that was moving the piano or I was, because one of the lines, one of us said to the other one, we're struggling to take it down the stairs, right? And it's like, I didn't know you played the piano, and all of a sudden, the piano slips out of our hands, and then you hear it. It sounds like a Power Trip Morning Show bit. I know, it's really funny. And then it goes tumbling down the stairs, and you can hear the piano and everything. And then we go into the straight part about, if you need to move a piano or anything like that, go to Tenneby Movers. It was a great ad.
Oh, it was genius.
And then they went with PA instead.
I wish we could find that ad somewhere.
I think they went with PA. But why wouldn't you? Nash. We just call him Nash now because he's a national treasure. Do you think if PA reached out to LeBron, there'd be an opportunity? If he said, hey, it's Nash.
They got a good vibe?
Well, I think they do. I mean, LeBron loves him. PA, send out the bat signal or the unibrow signal and see if you can get LeBron to come here. Would we even really want him?
Yeah.
We would?
Why wouldn't we?
I don't know, because he's old and...
Well, I mean, there's a spot open for him.
Yeah, Randball. I want to thank Michael with the Star Trip for helping with my show prep. Yesterday he did a piece, 5 options for a big man, and not one of them looked like anything that you look at. It's slim pickings out there. You look at him and go, I don't know if I like that. And you go to number 2. Oh boy, that doesn't sound very promising. Number 3, we used to have that guy. The Kessler Walker, is it Walker?
He just got traded to L.A.
Or is it Walker Texas Ranger? Yeah, but he was there. And he was one on the list of and I thought, well, we had him at one time. But anyway, I suppose LeBron would be.
He got traded for a haul today to L.A. So I saw a note that that Rudy Gobert trade has basically produced 10 first-round draft picks for Utah now. Because they got Kessler in that Rudy Gobert trade, and now Kessler is being traded for multiple picks.
Oh. Is Kessler developing at all? Do we know? Do we have any indication? Well, he's apparently not developing to Utah's standards, which are pretty lofty.
England just scored again.
I
think it's the same guy.
Oh, calm down. It's just a goal. These people are they're fanatics. That's what the word, a sports fan comes from the word fanatic. The guy from the Congo's crying.
A goalie's been given it all, too. He's been under siege.
Yeah. And they had it. It was their game to be had. It was their game to be won. Congo coach is bitter. He doesn't know what to think. The fans are going absolutely screaming yellow bonkers crazy.
How come they get like 3 minutes after a goal scored before we get the draft? Let's go back to midfield. Let's get the game going.
Oh, look at that. That could be the call I've been waiting my whole life for. I'm going to get a call someday. That's going to change my life. I just don't know when that call is coming, who it's coming from, and what it's about, but it's going to change my life. Yeah, and we're in the 87th minute now, right? Right?
Yeah, it's over.
Yeah.
They've been all over Congo for like a half hour.
You like the Congo color combination?
I do.
It's sort of like that
good look.
Carolina Panthers base color, right? A little bit like that?
Yeah, but with red instead of black.
Yeah. I do kind of like it. Oh, look at the Congo gal. Yeah.
I always wonder, like, that camera shot.
Yeah.
There has to be a camera person who their job is just to film audience members. That must get boring after a while. Don't get to follow the action.
Yeah, there's no action following, but it's a living. 84 goals and 182 international appearances. H. Kane. Not sure if he's related to Johnny Kane.
How about Patrick?
Patrick or Kanye. So, yeah, that one's over. And then tonight's the big one, right? 7 bells.
7 o'clock.
The Mexico game got delayed an hour because of weather.
Yes.
So I checked out early once it got to 2-0. I was watching. Did you watch any of the Twins game? Are you going to bring it up in 5-3-4?
I was going to bring it up in 5-3-4.
Yeah, it's again, my timing was impeccable. I'd fallen asleep, woke up, stomach issues, decided to watch the Twins game, out of boredom to try to see if I could, tum. You more of a Tums guy or Rolaids guy? You ever use
Tums?
Yeah, I am too. I like to have flavored ones now too. They're not as chalky. You ever do Pepto-Bismol? You like pink.
Yeah,
your favorite color.
I still remember a Pepto-Bismol moment when I was probably like in high school. I was driving home from up north. I was not feeling good the entire drive back. Finally got home, and stomach wasn't feeling good. Took some Pepto-Bismol, and everything came immediately out. The second it came in, it all went out of me. Yeah.
So that was that. So good
that was the last time I took Pepto-Bismol.
Okay. But did you feel better afterwards?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it did what it was supposed to do. I started feeling better.
Yeah.
But I don't think I've taken Pepto-Bismol since that moment.
Yeah, I've never tried Pepto-Bismol. Looks too...
It was delicious.
Oh, was it really?
Tasted good, yeah.
It looks like you're drinking liquid cotton candy. It just doesn't do a lot for me, but apparently it works.
That's kind of how it tasted.
I like cotton candy. Don't you think there's some information I'd like to know? I think what we ought to do is take a break here and regroup. By the way, it's group play, right? No, it's not group play anymore. It's knockout play. It looks like England will advance the United States tonight against Bosnia-Herzegovina. What's the name of them?
Bosnia?
Yeah, Herzegovina. Right. That's who they play. We'll break. We'll come back. Tease, please, for 534.
Yeah, ESPN has some bold NFL predictions, and one includes the purple.
The Common Man.
He signed back for another year.
He's not good.
What are they doing?